What's up guys, welcome to Grease Lightning Reactions. We're here for a little update video. As you can see, I am at home, just relaxing for the weekend with my grandparents and stuff, just spending some time with them. I just figured this would be a good time to talk about just, now that we're a little bit into this season, exactly, sometimes people wonder, oh, where's this reaction, where's that reaction that I had previously talked about in my preview video. And I always say, that video is usually like an initial thoughts type video, and by the time the season starts airing, or around the time whenever I get around to certain shows, I'm not like feeling them anymore. So just to give you guys a little bit more of a clear outlook on what's going to happen moving forward, I usually do these videos a few weeks into it, and I always say, if I have not made an update video, I am continuing to do the show. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it's been really difficult this semester for me to keep up with practically any show. There's certain shows that I'm going like out of my way to stay up to date with because I just enjoy them to that level. I don't want to get behind on those. So I have to pick and choose when it comes to those things. So keeping that in mind, I guess the main factors here are like I don't have the time. And when I do have time, it's very late at night, and I'm not really able to record at that time. And during the day, I really want to focus on my studying, and if I don't do my studying, I feel really guilty about doing videos, right? So keeping my education in mind, I have to cut a lot of stuff. And usually, you guys have seen, like, there has been a slow progression where I'm doing less and less and less. And especially this next season, I may even only do like 2 or 3 shows because I'll be starting rotations. And I don't know how much time I'm going to have. I'll probably get home at like 6, 7 o'clock, or like, sometime late, and then I have to study all day, and then maybe on weekends I'll be able to record. Who knows? So I just want you guys to be prepared when that happens. I can already feel it happening currently, and that's why this update video is happening. So I'm just going to go one by one. I have like some stuff open. It's going to be disappointing for some of you guys, but it's just how it has to be. So first of all, Thunderbolt Fantasy Season 2. I've decided I am not going to do reactions to that. I may just watch it on my own. These videos that, some people may ask, okay, if you're going to watch them on your own, why don't you just make videos for it? There's a few reasons. Like I said, if I can watch something on my own late at night, it's really easy for me. But recording late at night is very difficult because I have to respect my roommates who are also students alongside me, and they have earlier bedtimes and stuff. And during the day, like I said, I want to study. I want to keep, I need to keep up with the pace that we're going with. So Thunderbolt Fantasy, I feel like I might watch it on my own. I haven't even watched a single episode of that yet. Golden Kamuy, we will be continuing Season 2. Okay, here's one. I've decided to stop reactions to the Tokyo Ghoul anime. Tokyo Ghoul Re. If you guys watched my last seasonal reaction, I just like the amount of things that were cut out, and like the difference in my enjoyment between the two. This is the first time I've ever dropped an anime for a manga. And my current train of thought, this isn't set in stone, is that like around the time when the new episode comes out, I'm going to do a video review of the chapters associated with the show, and I'll go over things that were skipped over as well. That's my current plan. I don't know for sure. I may just end up reading it on my own and just giving an overall thoughts at the end, depending on how much time I have. So the current thought is that I feel like when the new episode airs, I'll read the manga first. I want that first exposure to be the manga in that case, and then maybe I'll watch the anime right after that just to see it animated. But like at that point, I don't really want to make a reaction video to it because I already know what's going to happen, right? So there's that. Katakuri Circus, I want to give a couple more episodes. I haven't watched episode 2 yet. So just to let you guys know, if it's not exceptional, if I'm not really vibing with it, that is a candidate for a drop. Of course, if I do that, I will be coming back around to it. I'm making another update video where I ultimately decide that. Right now, I really enjoyed that first episode, and I want to give it 2 more episodes, kind of. And yeah. Next, we have the Sumo Hinomaru Zumo by Gonzo. I enjoyed that the first couple episodes. Episode 3 just aired. I'm going to continue watching it for now. I just like having that little sports anime around, though a lot of you guys have said the manga is significantly better. But for this case, like Tokyo Ghoul to me as a property is just so important to me. It's like what made me want to react in the first place, right? That's the main reason I'm switching over. This, I'm unfamiliar with the source material, and I'm not super like into it yet, so I can't really justify dropping the anime going to the manga. That is a rare exception. I've never done that before. JoJo's, of course, I will continue JoJo for sure. Sword Art, I plan on continuing as well. Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is another one. That first episode was okay, but just moving forward, I don't think I'm going to do more reactions to it. That being said, that being just because of like that first episode didn't really like. I was like, hey, yeah, this is really interesting. I'm looking forward to more. And then when I really thought about it, I rewatched some of that episode and I was like, you know, I have to be very serious about this. Like, if I'm going to cut stuff, it has to be, if I'm like not 100% like sold to the premise, I'm not going to go straight in. And a lot of people, some of you may think it's because of the comments that I've read, and that's not really the reason. It's just like, I just didn't have as much of a response to these other shows as I did to that one. And yeah, that might be one of those ones that it's a little harder to accept because I haven't really gone past episode 1. There's already 3 episodes in. But for me, if I haven't like gotten to episode 2 or 3, and I'm falling behind already, and it's just early in the season, it's like a combination of not having time as well as not being super enthusiastic about it, and that's really a telltale sign to me. So there's Goblin Slayer. Let's see. Banana Fish. I am catching up. I have already done 2 videos and two more reactions. I'll be caught up to the current episode. So I will be continuing Banana Fish. One Piece, of course, I will be continuing. As far as seasonal leftovers from last season, I do think that I am going to finish Grand Blue on my own as well. Yeah, this is that where I was like, yeah, at the time I was enjoying myself. Now that there's 5 episodes and I just really don't have motivation to go back and do it, I just figured I'd finish it out on my own. Just at my own pace. I just figured that would be a lot nicer for me. I know I told one of you guys that I was eventually going to do it, but I just thought a little bit more about it, and it's so difficult for me. Like, here's the thing, like, with all these shows, I'm really, like I said, I have to pick and choose. Like, I haven't gamed in forever because when I don't game, I have to sacrifice, when I game, I have to sacrifice anime. Or when I go socialize with my friends, I have to sacrifice both. You know, this is the type of, like, situation I'm in right now, and it's just, like, I want to be completely happy with what I'm doing, and I want to, like, not feel obligated to do something just because I like, started something. That's one of the main reasons I don't, like, do first episode reactions very often, is because of that fact. What else? A lot of you guys have asked me to react to that the running show. A lot of people have asked me to do Bunny Girl. I watched the first episode of Bunny Girl. Didn't really sit well with me, so that for sure I'm not going to watch that one. There's like a time one. I watched the first episode one. That didn't really vibe with me. I don't think I'm going to try out the slime one. I've heard a lot of good things, so if you guys are interested in that show, I've heard a lot of positive things about that one. What else? Has there been any other ones people have? Like, I'm just letting you guys know. I hear you guys. I see the comments, but I just don't want to commit myself to anything else right now because I'm also, like, I just finished a class, and this next class is going to be, like, even faster paced. It's preparing me for rotations for clinicals, me being in clinics and being in charge of actual patients. So it's no joke. So yeah, just letting you guys know. Even I forgot about this, but Psyche season 2, I wouldn't hold my breath too much. Currently, maybe like some random day I might bust out an episode. I love Psyche, but I wouldn't like hold my breath too much for it to come back. Legend of the Galactic Heroes, same thing. I honestly don't think I'll ever have the reactions out for that, just because of how many episodes it is and how like crunched for time I am right now. So yeah, that was a comprehensive, hopefully comprehensive view of everything that's going on right now with the channel. This doesn't necessarily mean I'm not going to do like one-off OVAs. Like one of you guys let me know about an Attack on Titan OVA. That's one of those franchises that I love keeping up with. So of course, whenever I do get the time, those one-offs I can certainly do. But yeah, hopefully you guys understand this. This is not like, you know, if this was like a couple of years back, or even a year back, I might have been able to do this amount of shows. But just looking at this, like, this is the thing. I look at the amount of reactions I do, and I just feel depressed. I was like it's like there's no way I can win. I look at these reactions, and I'm like, okay, there's so much I have to do. I'm gonna have to sacrifice something, and I really, really don't want to sacrifice my studies for this. But at the same time, I don't want to let any of you guys down, so I just want to be really transparent. So yeah, hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from, and yeah, just moving forward, I'm just warning you guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I honestly don't. Maybe I'll get into rotations, and I feel like I do have more time than I thought I would. Maybe I'll do like 4 shows or 5 shows on weekends only. There's a possibility, or I might just not do seasonals anymore, and I might pick up a show that's completed, and just whenever I have time here and there, I'll pop up a video once in a while. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's certain shows that I plan to absolutely do, like, you know, like when One Punch Man comes back, when when Attack on Titan comes back. You know, like the super hype. You know, I'm gonna continue One Piece. So, you know, it's gonna be I'm gonna be highly selective. I'm already feel like I'm way more selective than I was in years past when I first started this channel. But I think it's I have to, guys. Yeah, like last time, I'm gonna say this. Hopefully, you guys understand this. I don't want to disappoint anyone, but I'm just in a situation where I have to do this. Yes, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm just gonna keep rambling. But yeah, hopefully I see you guys in my next reactions. And yeah, goodbye. Whew.